Norway's amazing theme hotel.
Welcome to Adventure Out. I'm Megan Simone, joined in studio by Adventure Out correspondent Marty Basch, and we're going to be talking about the Mount Washington Observatory, something I never even thought of doing, and that is...
Well, you can volunteer for a week on the summit.
Unbelievable.
Now, I should say, in full disclosure, I am a friend of the observatory. I edit their magazine, Windswept. It comes out 4 times a year. And I'm a member. And if you're a member, you can, from a Wednesday to Wednesday shift, go up to the observatory, and in exchange for cooking and doing some light chores, you can stay up there at the home of the world's worst weather.
Oh my gosh.
And it really is something. It's something I've done twice. Once in December of 2009 with my sweetheart Jan Dupree. And then with another guy, Mitch Hansen, in May of this year. 2 guys with very low-level culinary skills, and there were no fatalities.
Oh my gosh.
So it's pretty interesting, because you really get a close-up look at what the staff does, what the observers do. They're out and they collect weather data and wind speeds and temperatures and precipitation and stuff like that.
Right.
And you're living up there in a place that a lot of people visit who are outside having adventures. They're hiking up there, driving up there on the auto road, taking the Cog Railroad.
Right.
And you are up there living with them, and it's a fascinating experience.
You're getting the behind the scenes of what a typical, I don't use this term loosely, tourist experience would be.
Yes. Now, for example, if you're up in winter, you can get up to the tower. And as you can see, it can be very, very wintry in December. Winds are whipping. We were up there, the highest recorded winds when Jan and I were up there in December of '09, 85 miles an hour.
Wow.
And of course, Mount Washington, if you're a skier, I mean, a lot of people love backcountry skiing.
Right.
And, you know, I've been up there, and we just saw a photo of a guy doing some backcountry skiing. Here's another one. This is an observer, Brian Clark, that a lot of viewers might be familiar with. This was taken on May 13th, and he was going to go and do a run. He was going to hike and then head on down and carve some turns.
That's perfect.
But when you're up there, you have to cook at least dinner for the crew, and you could have 6, 8, sometimes 16, 18 people up there, depending upon when you go. And here's Jan putting together shepherd's pie, and I should point out, of course, Jan is a professional chef.
She is. I was going to say they were lucky that week.
You sit around the table, and you get, as you can see, inside. It's kind of like being in a college fraternity, if you will. There's a kitchen down there, well-stocked pantry. They have living quarters, and you're in bunkhouses. I mean, it's on top of Mount Washington. It isn't the Mount Washington Hotel. There's no room service. I mean, it really is something. So you're in the bunk rooms, and then what's also cool is that they have like this living room where it's just lined with CDs and books, and they even have video games, because a lot of the observers are, they're in their 20s and up, and I mean, it's what people do and stuff like that.
Right.
And there really is sort of, the modern convenience up there. And this is also is the room where the observers collect their data, and people come on up and take a look at the different instruments. And of course, there's also Marty the cat, the summit cat, is up there.
Named after you?
Well, no, Marty. It's fun. It's so. Marty rocks.
Yeah.
Marty rules the summit, and he does not return my phone calls.
No.
But it's sort of interesting, it's like when people, Marty would come in and, let me scratch your belly. It's like, hello,
Right.
But it's a really interesting experience. And then also there are other animals that you might see on the summit. We were up there once, and we saw this fox that we're looking at up there. That was up on the summit. And it also, when everyone's gone, particularly during the winter months, you really get a sense of isolation, of beauty. And here's Jan outside picking up some of the rime ice, which is frozen fog, if you will.
Right.
And we incorporated that into rime ice martinis. We made.
Whoa.
One shouldn't suffer.
Right. You're there for the week.
But all in all, you're making dinner for the staff. You're also making soups for them. They enjoy soups and stews, and you're really getting to know them and enjoying really one of the most, you're having a unique experience on one of the most famous places in all of New England.
That's amazing. And you're doing,
and you're helping out the observatory. Doing a good
How can people get more information
Well, they could check the observatory's website, mountwashington.org, and again, if they are a member, they can volunteer. Certainly, if you're a married couple or just a couple, go ahead and do that. There are some young people who do it. There's some retired people who do it, and again, it's nice to go on up and have an idea of what you want to cook. But there are certainly recipe books, cookbooks up there. And as I found, if you have some leftover turkey, just go online, Google turkey soup, and there you go.
That's perfect. Well, Marty, that sounds like one good adventure. Hopefully people will take advantage of that. And we hope you have fun in the White Mountains adventuring out.
Adventure Suite.